Well, fresh herbs can go a long way in making the perfect pasta primavera.
This morning, CBS 2's Stephanie Tantillo shows us how basil makes it better in this spring dish.
So spices and herbs can really bring any ordinary dish right up to extraordinary. Now, one of my favorites is fresh basil. When you see fresh basil in the store, you want to make sure it has this nice vivid green all the way around. The leaves should not have any yellowing or any brown spots. Now, make sure you touch the leaves too. These should feel pretty firm. If they start to feel a little bit too soft or wilted, they may have been sitting around for just too long. Now, when you bring basil home, never store it in the refrigerator because that's how it turns black. What I like to do with basil is store it like you would flowers. Put it in a vase or a jar with a little bit of water on the bottom, and that way your kitchen smells great and you have this fresh herb ready on hand. Now, when you use basil also, never use a knife. Rip it with your hand so you don't lose any of the oils. And one of the best ways to use basil, of course, is in a nice pasta dish. Fresco by Scotto is a warm, traditional Italian restaurant set in Midtown. Hello everybody, welcome to Fresco by Scotto. I'm here in the kitchen with the Scotto family and we are going to show you how to make the perfect pasta primavera.
We need rolling hot water, piping hot. We're going to use 2 tablespoons of kosher salt or coarse salt per pound of pasta.
So why is the salt that you use important?
Well, the salt is very important because it actually brings out the flavor of the pasta.
As the pasta cooks to al dente, we move over to create the primavera sauce.
Spring onions, spring snap peas, and we're going to saute it.
Okay. Now the pan's already hot before she puts the oil in.
Yes.
And like she said, it's spring onions and spring snap peas because pasta primavera in Italian means spring pasta.
And then we're going to have some sun-dried tomatoes in here. Gives it a wonderful flavor. And the last to put in are my artichokes. Now artichokes, you could use the frozen, you could use the cans. I usually use, here in the restaurant, we use fresh.
Okay.
But at home, I use frozen.
Yeah, I'm going to finish this. So what we're going to do is just add just a pat of butter.
Okay.
Butter's always better. And we're going to it just makes things smoother. It just kind of makes everything shiny. And if you see the sauce getting a little thick, you can add a little olive oil. Or you can even add the pasta water.
Pasta water is a great cooking tool. Basil, Parmesan, and goat cheese finish off this pasta sauce.
Okay.
All right, well, thank you all very much for this. It has been an absolute pleasure. For CBS 2 News, I'm Stephanie Tantillo.
All right, it looks good.
Those Scottos know their food.